Hello, everyone. Hey, you totally, I just started. You're the first person in the door, Chris. How's it going? Are you like everybody else in the state, kind of going nuts about the weather? Um, we're in Texas. The weather has not hit us yet. It's kind of still on a it's gonna be here but not here yet moment. Oh, what a mess I am making. Hold on. Hold, please. I'm still moving stuff around my kingdom of bags. I think I'm getting to a point where I kind of like where everything is. It's still kind of, everywhere. Where is where did I put the better hairbrush? Because my hair, I look like a witch hazel. Hey, James. Hey, Pugsley. James, can you give me a cup of ice, please? Thank you. So, let's get my hair looking halfway decent. It's been under a hat all day. I think that's the first time I've even brushed it. Um, I have.
I have something for you.
You do?
I think it was empty.
Oh, this was empty. Okay, we'll take it. This is what happens when you have
Wednesday.
a Wednesday. Terror. See the terror. Actually, the whole bag of cracks is right there. So I did something very interesting for me. You know how hey Dee, hey Aaron, in the 70s. Hey Jack. Donna. We are gonna be getting a storm, but not till Saturday. So right now we're cool. It's like 70 degrees here. Um, Hold on. My computer is beeping at me. What are you beeping at? It's just cold here. No snow in Dallas. Yeah, we're down here near Austin. Um, yeah, like the live guys. So I have a bag here. I wanted to show you guys because it's gonna be leaving my house. This one found a new home. I'm doing a trade with a friend. She's a subscriber, and she contacted me saying, "Hey, I have this bag." And I would love your bag. And this is the bag she wants. I've only used it one time. It's an absolutely stunning bag, but I'm kind of really psyched for the bag she has because the color. But I actually think I have something in here too. Let's take a look. Oh no, it's just stuffed. Yeah, so I'll have to get this ready to pack up. I packed up some other um this is a Rocky bag. This is an amazing bag. If you ever get the chance to get one, but I have a lot of bags. Thank you, sir. Really, child? Which this is a Wednesday. Wednesday probably drug this out of my room because okay, so when James was gone in Dallas, when he was up there doing field work, I left Miss Wednesday unsupervised for like, oh, I don't know, an hour, and she just about tore up the whole house. Deborah! Oh, Deborah, did you see it? So I found it. Um, so this is the Rocky bag. So let me know if you still want it. Um, and we can trade because she has a bag obsessing over right now. Look how pretty this is on the end. It has pleats and zipper here and a zipper. Hey Marilla. Zipper. Oh guys, there's a bag I really, really, really want. Really, really, really want. Marilla, have you seen it? Yeah, it is an Alexander Wang Rocky bag. Yeah, it's an actually amazing bag. It's an amazing bag. The leather is amazing. If you ever get the chance to pick one up, just buy one. These are so well made. These are stunning bags. I got this for a steal, and I'm gonna trade it for a bag I collect. So it's a win-win for everybody. Um, I love the hexagon. Is it a hex? It's 6. Septagon? Is it septa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Septagon, right? Sept 8, 6, whatever. So I'll get that packed up for you. It probably isn't going to go anywhere till Monday because I think tomorrow the storm's going to hit. So it doesn't matter if I mail stuff on Saturday. It doesn't go anywhere because my post office is only open for 3 hours on Saturday, and it just sits there until Monday anyway. But at least I can get to the. Oh, I forgot. ADHD brain moment. Morella, have you seen the new haversack? So Coach, and I didn't know this, but they're releasing the haversack in a reedition, and somebody on my Coach group, one of my bag groups, had ordered one through her SA. She got it already. I don't know how she got it already because it hasn't actually officially dropped. She got it. I don't know. She must be a VVIP or something. But that new haversack, I want it. I want it desperately, and I'm very much afraid it's going to be $700 because it's fabulous and it's probably going to sell out. And it's fabulous. Um, it's a beautiful bag, Jackie. I know. I want it. I hope it doesn't come out. I hope it's not only in black. I don't want it in black. I had a haversack in suede and pink, and I traded it away with Lux. Lux has it. And the pink one I wasn't as in love with because it was, well, she loved it more than I loved it. But this new leather version, oh my gosh, this new re-edition leather, I want it so bad. Um, it's just like obsession. I also have a new obsession, the kiss lock and turn locks, I think. Yeah, it has, yeah, it does. Hey, Keith. So, okay, so let me, before I get off topic again, before I forget, I did something that was so against my nature that it was very difficult for me to do. I did an unboxing. Y'all didn't see it. It's a film video of what I got with my Christmas money that I got from my older sister. You know how I did the Brooklyn and it was a fail? Well, I went and I turned that into 3 different bags. Well, one of the bags, um, it was the Sorrento Dooney and Burke satchel in red. And there was nothing wrong with this bag. Nothing. I looked at this bag, but I've been going through my collection and I realized, Jackie, why did you do this? Because I don't have a Sorrento leather bag and, I really love it. So I pulled out, let me show you this one. This one I already own. This is my red Florentine satchel, red. Okay. So the Sorrento, which this is not it. This is a different Dooney bag. The Sorrento color saturation is very close to this, and I compared them with this, right? So I said, in any situation in the world, when would I pick up that Sorrento bag before I picked up either of these two? And no, wait, there's more. I think I flashed this at you the other day. This is an older version. These are both older versions, but see, look at the tones of these reds. This is a red Florentine. This is a red Florentine. This is more of a blue red. This is more of an orange red. This is the Smith bag. This is the classic large satchel. So I already have these red bags from the Dooney collection, right? These aren't all of the red bags I have, but look, they're all a little bit different in tone. This one's my favorite tone. Um, and I also have one right in there. That red right there, that's a Ren tote by Dooney. And of course, there's that red one right there. That's more of an orange red. So I have a love of red bags, especially Dooney. And I did something I didn't think I was going to do. On the video, I actually say, I'm not returning it, I'm keeping it. And then I sat down and I looked at my bags and I looked at the red satchel and I went over to Amazon and I did return. I literally returned it. I put it in the mail today. So the Sorrento satchel went away. The thing with the Sorrento satchel is it's the smaller size. So I like the 16-inch satchel. They don't make that one anymore. That's my favorite size. So I was really surprised that I did that because Jackie normally keeps all her red bags. I keep all my bags. But I said, Jackie, when am I going to reach for the Sorrento bag before this other Florentine bag? I'm not. And I really had to come there with that realization. And by the way, I think I saw Keith say something about the weather. Be careful, be safe. I also have, I have a, um, my friends have been asking me if we're doing okay. We won't, if we get severe weather, it's going to be very cold and it's going to be very icy possibly. So the problem with us is we have no equipment to deal with ice. And so what's going to happen, our office is already, we work from home on Monday, already decided. And us ourselves, the last time we had a snowmageddon, I after the fact, I bought water storage tanks. So and they mostly live unfull. I mean, they're emptied, and you can keep the water in there for a year. There's a solution you can put in there and it'll stay. But we're not going to do that. We filled them all up. So and they're so at least the dogs will have water. We will be able to flush toilets as long as we don't run out of electricity. We can boil the water. It will be fine. And it's potable water anyway. But since it's going into a storage bin, I prefer to boil it before I consume it. So we're good. But if you're looking to buy water, y'all, it's like Armageddon out there. The apocalypse is happening. There is no water anywhere. Just go get bottled anything, juices, drinks. I mean, if you need that, just buy it. We have canned sodas here and we have water. I was asking if you will be affected. Yeah, we will be. I mean, Keith, where you live, of course, you're going to be. Almost the whole country is going to be affected by these storms. I mean, if you live, did you see that in Minnesota? It's going to be like ridiculous numbers. I looked at those numbers on the weather map. I'm like, that's crazy. Chris says, I want the Fendi multi-pocket baguette. This is the only bag in on my after bag in I'm after this year. My issue is I want to pay less than well, wait, maybe you can get it for less than that. He says those satchels make me sad. The regular size ones are too big and the small ones have an opening that is too small. Exactly. So that's why I like a large one because it's big. Even if I only carry a wallet, I don't care. That's the bag I want. The bad weather is not going to reach me. Oh, it's not? Oh, well, D, you're in the, yeah, see, I mean, you might like us because we're Central Texas. We're going to get cold, maybe ice, maybe ice. If it's just cold and there's no precipitation, we're fine. Cold is fine. Who cares? Cold is good. Fine. Cold is, we can deal with cold. Cold with moisture, we got problems. But I think it's gonna be okay. But man, looking at the rest of the country, ooh, it looks pretty cold out there, guys. Chris says, I hope we don't lose power. Yeah, it's too cold for senior dogs. And Texas is on its own power grid, guys. We're unique and stubborn that way. And they're saying that it's been beefed up and it's going to be good enough to support everybody, but we'll see. But anyway, if you haven't noticed, I've taken off most all of my jewelry. Last night, this happens occasionally when I start getting so much jewelry on me, even I think it's ridiculous, that I'll take everything off and I'll start over again. So I'll slowly start adding things back as I feel them. But yeah, we have one bracelet. We have one bracelet. I might not be putting on my charm bracelets for a while because they keep eating my sweaters. So since it's sweater season, maybe after sweater season, I'll put back my charm bracelets. But they keep snagging on things, so I got tired of having to de-snag my sweaters. Hmm. Philly, Apple Blonde says in Philly they're supposed to get 10 to 14 inches. Ew. Oh, that's a lot. No, thank you. So anyway, I was looking for oh, I do have a couple things I can show you that I unboxed. This is another reason why I returned that red bag, guys, because this one came in the mail. I was not gonna buy this bag. I wasn't. And then Hadrian showed it, and I'm like, oh no. And I had to get it. Like, I seriously talked myself into this. I didn't have the size, and he was selling it for a song. It's because it's a little bit on the beat up size, which means for me it's perfect. Um, Look at this bag, guys. This is the large PS1. So I have the medium. I didn't have the large. This one is like perfection. Look at how smushy and beat up and just perfect this bag is. This bag could tell stories. I bet it has a life, that it's like, who used you this badly? Because look at it has like scuffing here of all the places that have scuffing. Hey, Christiana. So this is just a cool bag. I love Parenta Schuler bags, and I like apparently fussy bags, but look at how pretty this bag is. This bag is stunning. So when I saw this red bag, and this all came in at the same time, right? When I saw this red bag, and I saw the red bags I already had, because I started pulling out my red bags. I'm like, Jackie, you're never gonna ever use that Florentine bag, or not the Florentine, the Sorrento bag. So I just returned it, and I'm actually proud of myself because old me would have kept it. New me says, Jackie, you're not going to use it. So I didn't, because look, I have a red bag right there, which I have used. I love red bags. I mean, red bags and blue bags are probably my favorite types of bags to buy. Um, Interesting. Does the PS1 have a back? Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah, this one does. This one does. Look how big that pocket is. This is a great work bag. Now, this, again, would not fit my computer. It would not even fit the computer that's in front of me that I'm talking to you guys on, but it would fit a great iPad or a Chromebook or something like that. I personally won't use this. I don't want to use this for work. I I I really beat up my bags. They get the most destructo. Um, it's been a while since I've been on during a live. Hey, Angela, hello. Um, yeah. So it's been interesting. I will show you the bag I used today. So this is my only bag like this, and it's the only one I have left from this brand. If you saw Autumn Beckman's video about Hobo, they used to be called Hobo International, and now they're just called Hobo, which is really hard to search because Hobo is a style of bag and a brand. So you had to say brand Hobo to find this stuff. But this is a Hobo bag. And this is the one I have. This is the last one I have. It's a 3-sided bag. I love this bag. I bought this new 3 years ago, maybe 3.5 years ago, before YouTube. And I just thought it was a unique bag. This is one of the few bags that was living in my closet in my bedroom. So y'all never saw it. So when I saw Autumn's video, I was like, oh, I need to pull it out and show people, because Hobo is actually a fabulous brand. I have been using their bags since I was in high school and college. We used to go, my sister's been a Birkenstock girly forever, and we would go to the Birkenstock store, and they had the Hobo stuff. And they have some of the best leather. They have the best wallets. Like, if you are a wallet snob, you will find some fabulous wallets. I use their wallets exclusively all through high school and college. And I even have a couple still hanging around. And my mom wanted to steal my last one. I'm like, nope. And you can get them at the Nordstrom's rack for a pretty good price. Hey, Ronnie. So but they're just beautifully made bags, and I really liked this one. First of all, the color. I also bought this at the Ross. This is like a $6 coin bag that I just love. It's a juicy PU leather. This one is my Kurt Geiger coin purse right now because I love hearts. And this is my key fob for my car. This is my tracker so James can find me. And this is my brand new measuring device, Milwaukee, because this has centimeters on it. So now I can give inches and centimeters. And James is so excited about this because it has a little clippy. So he has one and I have one. And yeah, we were so excited about finding these at the Home Depot. It was ridiculous. It was really funny how happy and excited we were to find those. So this is the bag I used today. Yesterday I used a Coach bag, and I'll probably switch out of this one. I don't think we're leaving the house tomorrow, to be honest. I think if it's as cold as it's supposed to get, we're staying right here. Just gonna stay in the house. I have plenty to do. Probably sleeping in. Today started off with we had to do blood work today and I have not been a good diabetic patient. I really haven't. So we're gonna see how well that appointment goes next week. We have a Tuesday doctor's appointment. Monday we are starting off working from home, and I'm working on a new project. I made my deliveries. Yes. So we delivered the project that was due. It was late, but it was within the window, okay? We like to promise and deliver a week before it's due, so this is literally due and delivered on the date it was due, which is something we don't like doing. We do not like doing that. We wanna deliver them a week before they're due. Um, we always wanted, but luckily we had that week leeway so I could get it done. -30 wind chill today. Oh my lord, that's too cold. I would have to be -30? Does your car even want to start at -30? Miss Kathy says, "Hi, Apple Blonde. Hi, Jeanette. I've missed anyone. Sorry, I'm cleaning up." Hello, everyone. Yeah, so it's like, so I did buy a bag. Mm. The low buy, no buy is going okay. Not going great. It's going way better than it used to be. Getting off Poshmark has been my life saving. It really has, because it turns out that mechanic that Poshmark has where you heart something, they offer you something, and then that doesn't get me. It's oh, somebody else has put an active offer on this. That's what gets me. And that's like, oh no, someone else will get my bag. Or it's been reduced, get it before somebody else. That's what gets me. So I have to walk away, get back the armor, say no, Jackie. I have goals. I don't need everything. I saw other cars moving. I don't know. I work at from home and my car's in the garage. The best place for your car. Everyone ready for the storm? Yeah, the water, electricity and water seems to be the biggest things people are most worried about, because honestly, with those numbers, it is worrisome. You don't want to be left without any of those things. Florida, we aren't getting much of a storm. Yeah, we're just getting cold weather, maybe some precipitation if it comes through. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping it's just cold weather. Cold weather's fine. Um, I'll just stay in my house. Now, it's not the best for all over, because guys, if you like, I have a house that, okay, home construction in the South is not the same as home construction in the North. Our stick frame construction down here is meant for hot weather, and especially where we have no freezes like I do where I live. These buildings aren't built for freezing weather. So even though I have insulation and I have the environmental package, everything's kind of made to reflect heat away. It's not really meant to keep heat in, right? So yeah, we don't like the cold down here. And think of all the people living in manufactured homes, or living in, trailers, or living in RVs right now. Those don't have very much insulation at all. So yeah, everybody stay warm, be smart, you know. Jeanette says we are going to have -21 tomorrow in Ottawa, Canada. Hello, D. You're back. Yeah, so it's gonna be, and then you're not even talking about the homeless population, what they're dealing with right now. It's not good. So extreme weather shifts like that are a problem for everybody, and your pets, don't leave them outside either. Don't bring them in. Bring them in. We have very spoiled pugs who can't take extremes of any temperature, not hot, not cold, nothing. But I do know people who have hunting dogs that their dogs live outside 24/7. Bring them in, you know. Anyhow, I was telling Saya he needs to move south. I don't know how he's doing it, living up in Minneapolis. I'm like, no. It was, even looking at the weather, it's colder in Wisconsin than it is in Michigan. And I used to live in Michigan. I know how cold it was in Michigan. So I'm like, oh, no, I'm not doing that. So this week has been a very long week for me, guys. Like, even though Monday was a holiday, MLK Day, and today I only had to work 4 hours because I took 4 hours off to do medical stuff, and I went to the post office and I did stuff from the house, and, because here's the thing about diabetic labs. If you go, because you get to go fasting, if you go at 8 o'clock in the morning when they open up, everybody goes at 8 o'clock in the morning. you're just waiting for an hour and a half no matter what. So I said, James, let's just show up at 10 o'clock and we'll go in, we'll be there for 5 minutes, and then we leave. And that's what we do. But we have to be there at like later in the morning, mid-morning. If you go too early, you're stuck in line for an hour anyway, because everybody's trying to give blood work at the same time. Ronnie says, my dogs still think it's walking weather. I remember when it snowed here, and it's not snowed out where we live, but maybe twice in my whole life. So when it did happen, I had a Catahoula, and that dog, he liked the snow. He thought it was fun. He ran all over. Thank goodness he thought it was fun. Our water, we didn't have water. So we had to melt snow so the dogs could have water. I mean, seriously, it was not fun. It takes a lot of snow for just an inch of water, and we had it was a lot. This is the last time this happened was at least 5 years ago or so now. But it was not a fun experience. And the reason we lost water was the pumping station, even though we had power, their pipes cracked. They didn't winterize enough at all, and they couldn't get more water to the town. Half of our water's ground, half of it's surface water, and then the towers, once the towers drained out, there was no water, for a couple days, and it was not fun. Not fun. The line for outpatient blood work at my hospital is very long, at 6:30 a.m. Darn. That fasting blood. I know the fasting blood work is ridiculous. Seriously, if you just wake up a little later, be hungry and cranky, it'll be a lot nicer if you just go mid-morning. Ronnie says, I put booties on him when he's really cold, and it's giving him false sense of security. I think it's still cold. Oh, my pugs are spoiled rotten, guys. It's like the grass is too tall, it's too hot out, it might be wet, the weather isn't perfect, I refuse to go out. They're so spoiled. But they're pugs, okay? They're awesome. But they're oh, by the way, you know how when James was gone for a day, they acted like it was my fault and how dare I, where did dad go? And oh my gosh, but I was like the best person ever. Um, and then dad comes home and I became nobody again. It's like, oh, who are you? I don't know who you are. I'm dad's home, you know. Well, last night I became a loved person again, but he still ignores me. Pugsley is still like, oh, but dad, you might feed me again. I'm like, at like this afternoon, because we were working from home at 4:30. Because this is the time we used to feed him, and he still remembers this is the time he used to eat, even though now we feed them more like 7 o'clock at night. He still thinks, oh, it's 4, it's dinner time. So he's like, dinner time? He gets up and says, Dad, dinner. And in the morning, he wakes us up for food. He's like, okay, it's food time. He's like, he can't tell time, but he knows when he gets fed. It's very funny. I used to I'm used to it stay in. Yeah. You live in Canada. You have to be used to that weather. That's like normal winter. I barely have seasons. We have like honestly, the weather here when I lived in Michigan, we would wear goose down feather coats because it's so bitterly cold, and it was so cold that you couldn't wear the coats that we wear down here, these like poly coats and like these light, you couldn't survive up in Michigan that way. But it's funny here in Texas, it's so warm all the time that when people say get cold, anything under 70, if it's 50, we're complaining it's cold. Forget 30. If it's 50 and people are pulling out the fur coat at 50. So you know how people are going to be when it's like freezing. It's like, I'm like, well, is it going to be at freezing or just above freezing? As long as it's not freezing, then we're good because it's the ice that's the problem. But if it stays at 37, we're cool. But I don't know. We'll see. Mm. I did buy a bag today. I didn't mean to. I did not mean to. I didn't. plan on it. It was a whim, and it was such a good bargain that I was like, well, if they sell it to me for this much, it'll be okay. Well, they sold to me for that much, so it's coming in the mail. And I actually do have an unboxing to do, so I'm gonna go grab that box and we're gonna open it up together because guilty. Yeah. So how is Jackie's low buy no buy? Horrible. I wear a heavy coat only when the weather is under 20, but I'm only running from the parking garage to the office. Yeah. Let me go get that box. I have more bags than I can use in 3 years, and I still keep buying them. So this, my friends, it was on sale. It wasn't full price. And then they gave me a special discount, but I already bought this, so I wasn't gonna spend any more money. And I do have a few exceptions to my no buy low buy. This is one of them. Like, it's just one of those things that when you see it, you buy it, especially at the sale price, because these normally don't go on sale. And when I say normally, I mean normally they don't go on sale. Sometimes they go on sale, but normally they're limited, they're controlled, they're only certain distributions. Um, Nobody is going to be shocked when they see this. Not one of you will be surprised that I bought this bag. And let me show you the front of the box. That should tell you everything you need to know where this came from. And I shipped magic to myself. Okay? So, get this out of the way. There we go. And here we are. Did I need another tote? Did I need another coated canvas tote? No. Did I need another Disney tote? No. Did I buy it anyway? Absolutely, yes, I did. Yep. I am going to end up being that crazy, insane woman that has nothing but Disney memorabilia and Dooney bag. That's what's going to happen to my life because this is the Mickey Mouse. I think this is the Mickey Mouse Club. Mickey Mouse March. It's the 70th anniversary. I think. What does this say? This says it doesn't say. It's sit over here. Oh, a Mickey Mouse Club tote. So this is the Mickey Mouse Club. I always wanted to be in the Mickey Mouse Club. So I bought this bag off Disney.com. Jackie, what's the burgundy bag behind you? Up there? That one? That is a Reed Craycroft. That bag is awesome. It is a beautiful, beautiful bag. Or did you mean more orange? That one really is the burgundy one. That's a Reed Craycroft bag. It's so pretty. I bought that because Jolie has one in blue, which I love. And I couldn't find one in blue. So I found, and it looks a lot like the plume, but it's not. And so anyway, let me unwrap this gorgeousness. And yes, I know how many, at some point, I'm going to stop buying Disney tote bags, but they keep making them and they keep making such awesome bags. You know, I'm going to probably sell one. I don't really mean to sell it, but the person who wants it, I need to get some pictures to her. She you can't buy it anymore. They sell out so fast, right? And on the resale market, that bag is like $600, and I don't want somebody to get ripped off. I know I paid $350 for it, so if I can get it I'll sell it to her for $400. If she wants it for $400, she can have it, because I know how hard it is. Well, it's like to fall in love with something and not get it. and I have another version of it that I'm okay with parting with that one. But was I looking to sell it? No, never. You know. Um, but this is the Mickey Mouse Club tote. I love the shape of this bag. I love everything about this bag. I love the colors. I love the fun. I love the yellow, the reds, the whites, all of it. I always wanted to be part of the Mickey Mouse Club. And they do have a Mickey Mouse Club now, but it's called something different. It's called D23. I found out what that meant. So that's their paid for Mickey Mouse Club. Man, I need a new winter coat, but I'm so torn on what to buy. I know, right? If you watched Cassie Thorpe, she says she is not allowed to buy any new coats for 2026 because her closet cannot hold another coat. She bought 5 coats, I think, in 2025, and some beautiful coats. And if you watch Beauty Lux Lover, she has this amazing fur coat she bought. That thing's fabulous. And she also has, I think, a Max Mara Teddy coat, which I think is also fabulous. But really, it doesn't get cold enough here for me to justify. I mean, for a minute, I really wanted to get a fur coat. I've always loved fur coats, but it's just not cold enough to get one, you know? And I was gonna get maybe a vintage one. Karen, hey Jackie, that Mickey Mouse tote is beautiful. Um, oh yeah, the pattern placement's awesome. And this is why I say that I think I like coated canvas bags more than any other type of bag I have because I have more of them than any other type of bag. I mean, I always will buy a leather bag, but when it comes to patterns and such, almost all of my bags are coated canvas because I buy Judy coated canvas bags. But so this is just so pretty. Look at all the cool. Let me get this out of the way. Look at all the cute Mickey things on here. You know, I like on the back side here. You have over here Pluto. I love that. Yeah, such a cool bag. You know, maybe I'll use this tomorrow. I'll put I'll all the things that are in here. I can put the whole bag in here. But let's undress this bag. And I know I love Jeanette. I love my Disney bags. They make me so happy. Um, so happy. And this was on sale, so it was under list, and it was about a little bit under $200, which is actually a great price for a Dooney bag. Um, especially a Disney Dooney bag because they start at over $300 now. Um, so yeah, they're just it's funny. I was watching 5 Foot Nothing. I don't know if you watched Kaz's video lately. She was gone a little bit for the holidays and now she's back. But her video was about on the resale. We've had quite a few videos come out about the resale pre-love market right now, like Deb Wall Unfiltered. I didn't watch it, but I saw the title. Purse Like Love. She did something about the resale market being down, and um what a bunch of people have been doing, how it's not easy to sell bags, and what Cass was saying was she's never seen prices this low ever in luxury goods in the pre-love market. And she got this most beautiful Chanel, like the most beautiful Chanel. um And it's just awesome. Oh, Winnie's here. Hello, Winnie. Oh, snap. I recently bought a new North Face coat and I've gotten so many compliments on it. I had to get due to the weight loss. Yeah. Um, okay. It's an extra large in girls. That is coolest pattern in blue. That's awesome, Winnie. I think that's cool. You know, yeah, I have a new coat. I bought 3 new coats this year, and because I don't have that many. Um, from past years. I wouldn't even actually even call. I think I really only have one actual coat that's considered a coat. Most things are light jackets. Um, it's not a great time to sell, but probably a good time to buy pre-love. Yes, it's not a good time to sell. And that's what Kaz is saying, but it was a great time for her to buy that Chanel bag because it was a great time. I mean, and I don't know if it's I don't think the demand is gone. I think the problem is people the market is super saturated, in my opinion. I think it's just saturated that people bought a lot of bags, and then if there's this like Saks is going out of business, and what was the other one? Saks, and there was two of them, and I can't remember, but Saks is, filed bankruptcy, and this is not going to come off. I don't know how I got this on here, but this is refusing to come off now. So this might stay on this bag forever now. Anyway, it's interesting because when you're looking at the Saks, the retailers like that, what made it useful was the rewards programs and the discount programs, so that if you spent so many dollars, you could get this on sale, and people would always go buy, YSL, and then the vendors, the distribution people, the owners of the companies didn't want their luxury goods to go on sale, so they restricted department stores from doing those sales like that. So then they said, you can't sell our merchandise like that. So then people were like, well, then if my points for this company aren't going to let me get this bag on a sale, then I don't want to buy from here. I don't have to buy from here. I can buy from anywhere. And with the global economy being the way it is, and I don't know. Of course, right now, the global economy and tariffs, who knows what taxes are going to do. Okay, stop fussing with this bag. It's not going to come off. Move the slack. Okay. Saks that I was going out of it. Oh yeah, they just filed bankruptcy. Now I don't know if someone's going to buy them or bail them out, but they're going. They just filed. Cool. Yeah, we'll take it, Winnie. Um, Melissa, did anyone buy the Bleecker 21 on sale? I did not. I was really tempted to because, man, the prices were so good. The Bleecker, oh my God, that one in teal, and there was one in yellow suede. Oh my God, gorgeous. Gorgeous. But I didn't because I have so many bags. Um, I have a leather cargo tote that is gorgeous and can't give it away. Yeah, Erin, I've seen that cargo tote. It is gorgeous and pristine, and it's beautiful, and it's leather coach cargo tote, and yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I looked at it myself. I'm like, oh my God, that good. And the price, I was like, oh, people. And also, there's another bag that I see for sale, and I bought it, and they still sell for $200 to $300. They're brand new, and this lady's trying to sell the East West Hamilton Michael Kors bag that I have. I bought mine on a super deal for $100, but $100. This lady's selling it for $90 shipped. $90 shipped. That bag is a $200 bag right now. I couldn't believe, and nobody's buying it, and it's a fabulous bag. Morales has just bought a Valentino heel from Saks. Hope they send it before it goes out of its. Oh yeah, it's gonna take some time. It'll take some time, Morella. Yeah, Saks defaulted on 7-figure interest payment. Um, wow. Check this out, says Winnie. Hey all, says Brian. Hit me up, send pic. That is sad, Christiana. Saks was an institution. Well, I mean, it could be saved still, but the problem, Saks just partnered up to have a presence on Amazon, which I thought was interesting, but apparently maybe too late. Maybe what happens is they restructure, liquidate assets, and they become a smaller footprint. You never know. I mean, the goal is, the problem is people just don't shop at those stores. I haven't walked into a Saks Fifth Avenue, and I cannot tell you how many years. I mean, I still walk into Neiman's once in a while to just curiosity's sake, but I don't shop at Saks. And I used to go to Saks all the time, but I didn't buy very much. I mean, the first Louis Vuitton bag I ever purchased was in a Saks Fifth Avenue kiosk, little boutique thing, where I bought my first Louis Vuitton thing, in San Antonio. I mean, that was the first they didn't have a standalone Louis Vuitton store. This was in 2004 when I bought that bag. You know, It's a coat. It's adorable. I was able to find one in extra large, and it fits like ladies large. Nice. It's a gorgeous tote. I have it for sale on the Coach shoot. Yeah, Aaron has his most beautiful leather Coach um, cargo bag. Beautiful white. Aaron's bags are pristine. They're perfect. Yeah. There is a Saks at Neiman's near me. There isn't a Saks or yeah, because it's high end, expensive. Like only reason I have anything near me because I grew up in San Antonio. San Antonio is one of the largest cities in the United States. You know, and then we would always go to Houston or if we go up to Dallas. But where I live, I have a Walmart, y'all. I have Walmart. That's it. There is no. I don't even have a Target. I have Walmart. That if I want to go buy something right now, it's either the grocery store, the hardware store, the Tractor Supply store, or the Walmart. Hmm. So like we went out to dinner today. We had to drive 30, 40 minutes. James really wanted Olive Garden. And it's weird. He only ever wants Olive Garden. He only gets the same dish. I don't care how many times we've gone. He gets the same thing every time. The tour of Italy. If that dish ever came off the menu, I don't know what he would do. And salad. He wants a salad in the tour of Italy. And I said, I don't know why you do this. You're gonna make yourself ill because it's too much food. But he does it every time. You know, the only thing I'm buying these days is yarn. Um, Yeah, teach crochet is fun. Yes. I'm just drinking a Diet Coke. I'm drinking a Diet Coke, my favorite poison of choice, in a really cool cup, though. This is a Mickey Mouse. Where did I get this cup? Marshall's. I got this cup at Marshall's. I made tea. Kathy, I hear you. I bought myself a planner, and that's my entertainment now. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like I'm trying to go through my collection. I have so many bags. I can't find the bags I'm looking for. I have a bag I'm been looking for a bit to send to a friend. I can't find it. I don't know where I put it. I keep looking. I know I'm gonna find it at some point. But yeah. But my bags make me happy and I love them. So I try not to beat myself up too much, but I do understand that I can't keep going critical mass is at critical mass. I'm at the capacity. I have to, and this is what I was talking about the mental illness part about if you ever watch hoarders or talk to people who have the hoarding tendencies, it's not just a tongue in cheek, buying and having a lot of things. It's the act of letting things go. Because when you talk to somebody who really has that disorder, I don't know if it's considered a disorder or what it's called, but they they see everything as something precious and they can't let go. Paper, cans, everything. And I don't want to get to the point where everything becomes so valuable I can't get rid of things. And that's why I'm trying to 2026 is me letting go of things, trading things out, finding new homes for bags, bringing other bags in. Yeah, true hoarding disorder is sad. Yeah, and it doesn't start. Nobody starts out that way, you know. But I was thinking about this because my uncle, my great uncle, he depression era, he kept all of the yogurt containers. He ate yogurt every day, and he had the big family yogurt containers, and he kept them because in their household, my household, margarine containers, yogurt containers were Tupperware. You use that to put leftovers in. You never threw out a yogurt container in his house, and my grandmother's house, you never threw out a margarine container. Um, but I remember going to my uncle's house and I was there for my aunt's 90th birthday and I was helping doing the party and I was going through things. I understand the value of a Tupperware. I get that of a yogurt container. But why do you keep the bread bags? The loaf of bread comes in a bag and he would keep the bags. And I never knew what he kept them for. Um, but that's the part where it's like, yeah, sure, it has a use. I'm sure it can be reused, but look, I've never found a loaf of bread bag to do anything other than hold bread functionally. I've never seen it as a good way to reuse something, you know? Keith says at least the things you hold on to are somewhat valuable. The people on hoarders are holding on to broken electronics, used paper, towel. Yeah, because they see all of those things as equal value. And that's part of the disorder. They see the broken thing as valuable as the thing that is valuable, and they let things deteriorate to the point that there is no value, you know. Oh, I love that print, Winnie, says Christiana. Kathy says, my mom used to crochet, but she never taught me anything beyond making chains. So my idea of crocheting is changing into chains, chaining into a chain over and over. Thank you, YouTube, for your tutorials. I can do crochet, but I add and I lose stitches. It drives me nuts. I'm not good enough at it. Um, and his matching snow pants too. And Keith says, what about the styrofoam trays meat comes in? I know, Keith, why? Okay, styrofoam is not the best material to begin with. It's not very functional. It doesn't recycle well. I do not know why people keep those things. I grew up saving those things too. It's part of the rich life to recycle those plastic containers and splurge on healthier glass Tupperware. Yeah. Oh my God, Winnie. Um, we need those. See, when I was at my biggest weight, I could never wear the biggest size at North Face. So really, really always wanted a cute one. That's awesome. Dee says hoarding disorder also is a neurological disorder along with psychological disorder. I have hoarding tendencies, but Carter helps. Carter is awesome. Carter would just she would be brutal in my house. She really would be. She'd be like, that's got to go. And I used to be that way. My sister's always been a Jennifer and I, we've always had hoarder tendencies because my dad had it, my grandparents had it. It comes very naturally in my household. We kept everything. The difference is when you're wealthy and you're a hoarder, it's just a 500, it's a 5,000 square foot house that's neatly organized, but everything is, there's stuff in every room and every closet, and you have a garage and, it's just organized hoarding, where my hoarding is in a smaller, compact area where I've outgrown my space, so I need to stop. It comes to the point where it's like, I want my bags to be used and loved. So that's why I'm trading away this, Alexander, Rocky bag because it's an amazing bag, but it's not where my collection is going. So I need to cut my losses and say, if this makes somebody else happy and they have a bag that will make me happy, then let's trade. Um, we keep bread bags these days to hold our organics in the freezer. Then on trash days, we dump the contents of the bags into paper bags to put into the green. That's smart, Kathy, but you live in one of those states that does that. I don't even have an organics bin. We don't have a composting bin. My friends, when they lived in Seattle, the trash policing in Seattle, oh my gosh, you paid by the size of the bin. The bins were like minuscule. You couldn't have mixed things like organics, papers, plastics, all had their own bin. There's 3 different bins. It was a job to figure out what to throw away when you were in Seattle. Staying with my father-in-law, he made curry. Oh, I love curry chicken. Um, some dinner quick. Yum, dinner. Keith says, I know I had made it in life when I didn't feel compelled to save every used Amazon box for someday when I need a box. I know. Oh my God. My dad was a box person too. He kept every electronics box that ever came. If it came in its own box with styrofoam inserts, he kept them. He kept them all of them. Wait, what are we trading the Rocky for? Oh, well, I haven't told you what I'm trading the Rocky for, but it's a Rogue. My friend has a Rogue in this beautiful blue color, and you know how I feel about the Rogues. So the Rocky's gonna go to her. She's gonna send me her Rogue, and we're gonna be happy. But my daughter just fell asleep, and now I want to chat. Kathy, I'm trying to use more glass containers to bring my lunches to work. We have very old plastic Tupperware and Rubbermaid containers. I love the brand Tupperware. I used to sell Tupperware. I was a rep, but I didn't actually sell to people because I just did the rep so I could. But they changed the rules so much that it cost me more money to keep buying it. But it's some really good stuff. But you have to keep up with that stuff. It will last forever. But if you turn them into science experiments, throw those out. And tomato sauce, it will acid much anything. When you're a shopper, the boxes also become, oh my gosh, the boxes are insane. Um, what size rope? I think it's 25, Marilla. It's a blue. Um, Jeanette, I actually have no idea what happened to Caleb because I don't watch Caleb and I haven't for a very long time now. So I didn't know if is he on a break? I have no idea. You know. But no, so the Rogue I think it's a 25, but it's the blue. It's this beautiful blue color. And I mean the Rocky bag's awesome. And I paid cash for that one, but it's a Rogue, you know? I do a lot for Rogues. You know? I kept those electronic boxes for 30 days in case I wanted to send it back, then I forget and throw them out in 6 months later. Yeah, that's smart. Oh, so anyhow, and my father passed away at the end of last year. Yeah, it's rough. I almost never save boxes. I can't get them from work. We always have empty paper boxes and sometimes smaller boxes. I almost oh, Simply Lady M has a Rocky bag for trade if anyone's looking. Um, I have I order a lot of my paper goods, like paper towels, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, like toilet bowl cleaner. I mean, literally soap. My I don't buy this stuff at the grocery store anymore. I buy it through Amazon Essentials. And I just say, ship it to me, lady products, ship it to me. I don't want to have to deal with going into the grocery store. So I always have boxes, even if I'm not buying anything like fun, it's paper goods and paper goods come in big boxes. I also buy my soda from, Amazon and they just deliver it. We have like 3 or 4 distribution centers around here. It's crazy. So I mean, like, they're gonna sell it to me cheaper than I can get it at the grocery store and bring it to my house. Well, yeah, you know, nice to know your new Rogue 31 looks about the size of a 25 in person for some reason. Really? I had no idea that the 31 looks about the size of a 25. Shocking. Yeah, the 30 is my favorite. Oh, but you love that. Okay, I'm not going to be emotionally connected to other people's collections. Melissa has the most beautiful Salvatore Ferragamo Python tote. If anybody is looking for a Python tote, and it's gorgeous. I remember that one. Marilla, have you ever seen that Coach East West Rogue from Dillard's in person? I think that's what she's talking about because that's the Rogue 31. Um, I always compare Amazon to Walmart for the best deals. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I want that one. The Rogue 31, man, the shoulder tote, man, I want that bag. I want that bag. But Coach's prices, y'all, I can't afford new Coach really. I have in the last, I don't know, year, I've only bought I think only one bag from Coach full price, and it's a Compass 35. Everything else I bought on some type of sale because man, their bags are expensive. I mean, they are. They're worth it. They're just expensive. And Woody says I can't catch stock. Ooh, I want that one. I want the haversack, the Coach haversack. If it comes in any other color but black, man, I want it. I love the new 40, but can't find the black one. I want the new 40, but I want it in not black. I'm the opposite. And for me, color is everything. If I could get shades of blue, shades of red, I'm even falling a little bit into the oranges, and I normally don't go for oranges, but I've fallen a little bit into the oranges, and I've branched out a little bit. Like my new glasses, these are not the new ones. They're coming in the mail. They're green, and that's not normally a color I wear a lot of, but I thought they were kind of cool glasses that kind of a go with something different than me just buying another pair of a blue frame, you know. D says I'm heading to the Coach outlet. It's having a denim drop. Yes. Oh my gosh. D Higginbotham. If they get that denim drop in a regular Rowan, not the large Rowan, the regular Rowan, I am doomed. The large Rowan is gonna be $400 based on the list price. If there's a sale on that, I don't know. That's what I can see, but it looks so pretty. And not only is the outlet dropping denim, the regular retail is dropping a distressed denim. It's so my vibe, so me. Um, I would like a Rogue 26. I hope Coach brings those back since East-West bags are trending currently. Um, and Morella says, yes, Apple One. Jackie, I sent you a pic of that drop. Um, we are both doomed, says D. Yes, both of us are doomed. Yeah, you did, and it was super teeny tiny little micro pictures. I saw that, but I don't know. I haven't seen if they're doing the denim. Okay, sometimes they do the Rowan. The Rowan comes in three sizes: the mini, the large, the mini, the regular, the large. I like the regular. That's my favorite size, right? But the drop I've seen the leaks of the images for is for the large. But I don't know if they're gonna have a regular. The regular size Rowan, which is right here in front of me. This is the regular size Rowan. This is the best size. Now the hold please. Out of the that's is the large Rowan. This is the large Rowan. This is the regular Rowan. So the size difference is kind of huge. It's not a little difference. It's a big difference. So it doesn't look that big on profile like this, but then you do this. It's a big difference. Some people, this bag is like an overnight bag. This bag, I think, is like the perfect size ladies' handbag. I really do. I love this bag, but you know, I just dropped my Wicked Witch. I love this bag. I actually think I almost bought Glenda. Winnie has Glenda. So whenever Winnie's done with Glenda, I might buy it from her. I should have bought it. It was on sale 70% off, but I didn't get it. And then, you know, it is what it is. Just must organize bags better. Um, what am I doing? Oh no. That's never gonna come undone. I have to turn my my chair over to get that unwound. I love the red denim fray and newspaper print there. I know. Gosh, the newspaper print bag in Coach. So I do know with the newspaper print, you have to be very selective because you probably want to do that one in person because that one they say the patterning is not the same on everything, so it depends on placement. Um, the biggest one. Yeah, so if they only do the biggest one, then I'm not doomed. I really just want the middle one. Yeah, I'll take a Rowan any day. Yeah, Morella, would you happen to know when Coach will be dropping the Rogue 26 again? No, but I meant to say they should. It's beautiful. Yeah. Well, I still love, the 40. That's the one I like, and I don't have one anymore. I don't regret selling that one. Sometimes I do regret selling that one. Most of the time I don't. I'll get another one someday. Are you liking the Ruby 20? I love the Ruby 25. The Ruby is one of the best bags Coach has ever made, and the Ace tote, the Ace satchel, and the Ruby, I think are beautiful. I even have a Rogue satchel. I only have one of those. Yeah, I saw a few of the wristlets last weekend. The stores got them early. The print is all different. Wait, they're in the stores? Well, if the weather isn't horrible, I can drive over to the outlet tomorrow to go look, because I didn't know they were already in the outlet. It's the same size as a small Rowan. Yeah. Mm, then my Ruby is not the right size. Mine's a different size. My Ruby. Well, yeah, I mean the regular Rowan, but not the mini, the smaller Rowan. The Ruby is bigger than the Rowan. I mean the mini. Um, I'll have to find. It's in the other room. I'll have to pull them out and do a comparison. You can't buy till oh, so there's window shopping. I see. I haven't thought about the perfect print placement since I stopped buying Jujubee, but it looks like they're making I know, Miss Kathy, I saw the Hello Kitty drop with Jujubee, or what's coming out, and it's so pretty. I'm like, I don't need any more luggage. We can put the one on hold. So that's pretty cool. The Ruby 25. I don't think I have the Ruby 25 then. I have a Ruby, but I don't think it. I mean, maybe I don't have the Ruby 25. But honestly, I can't put my hands on it right now. Hold, please. Let me see. That's fine. Must. This can't be the 25. Where is my measuring device? 26 centimeters. Hot dang. Yes, this is the same as this one. This is the normal Rowan. I always said when these were out, the Ruby was the retail version of the Rowan, and I love the Ruby. And I think the Ruby's beautiful. But see, the Rowan has one size smaller. So there's a smaller version of this that's too small. This is the perfect size. This is the perfect size bag. When these were both out, these were just, I thought, the most amazing bags ever. Um, And at least they still make the Rowan. They do not make the ruby anymore, which is just wrong. Because I think this is one of the best bags Coach has ever made. I think I even like this more than the Ace. The most Jujube purchases are mini, BFF, small, but roomy crossbody bags that convert into tiny backpacks. Ace. Because I have the same ruby as 25. Yeah, the ruby you have is 20. Oh, yeah, it's 25. Yeah, because I was thinking when you said like the small Rowan, because this is the regular size Rowan, but there's a smaller version of the Rowan. So I was like, wait a minute, it's not the small one, but this is the normal. When you say a Rowan, this is what they mean. Then there's the large, Rowan, and mini. So um, I love this. I love this bag. I one of the best bags. I love it too because this has the rogue handles, so it has a nicer hand feel, very close to like the Dooney handles. This one has a rounded handle too, but it's not. It's I like them both, but they're different. Okay, they're different. You know, but this is one of my favorite bags I own. Not that you know that by me using it, because I rarely ever use it because it's like my precious. I only have two in the Jacquard, um, Coach Jacquard. One is a Rogue 25, and I have that ruby. And everything else is like a leather or something else. But anyway, guys, I know it's a short live, but I will probably be going live again tomorrow at some point just for funsies. Yeah, you can't find the ruby anywhere. It's just hard to find. You can't. Even the Ace, and I love the Ace. There's an Ace bag in cornflower blue that I regret not buying. That is like the bag I didn't get that I think about still. And I'm just happy to have that ruby, because they're hard to get. They're hard to find. And they were expensive when they came out, and they're still expensive. And there is a sweet spot of bags about 2 years. After a bag comes out, 2 years, people kind of recycle to the next one. But if you keep it longer than that 2 years, then it becomes a little bit harder to find because people who work, if the bag works for them, they keep it. The bag doesn't work for them, they let it go, right? So the ruby was like that for a little bit of a minute. You could get them for $150 to $200. You cannot do that anymore. Impossible. I mean, if you could find it for $125, you are looking at a beat up one. And I think $125 is a lot of money for a bag, any bag. But these were bags that sold for $450, I believe, when they were out brand new, $450, $550, right in there. So anyway, Kathy, you're done cleaning. Well, I'm about to get off. I'm going to go to bed, listen to an audiobook, and just chill out. Literally chill out because it's going to be cold at some point. And then tomorrow I'll come on and hang out with you guys. I worked, yeah, $550. Yeah, $550. They were expensive bags. So, I mean, if you can get a ruby, most of the time, if you find them, they're $350 or more now. But at one time, they were about $150 to $200 when people were just trying to get rid of them to get the next new thing. Anyway, I'll be live tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all then, and have a great night. Stay warm, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.